Hello there, ladies and gentlemen. This is the big man Boisterous coming to you with some Mixed League Mania from the Zelnaga Caverns. Up here in the upper right-hand corner, we have Markrocks spawning in as the red Protoss, and down here in the bottom left-hand corner, we have WhySoPro spawning in as the blue Zerg. And just before I get this cast really going, I'm just going to explain what Mixed League Mania is. I mean, a lot of times you see practice partners in different leagues, and one of these guys is in Masters League and the other one's in Platinum. I'm not going to reveal which one because that would just ruin the fun. And both of these guys are from Clan RH, which is also the clan that I am a part of. So I'm happy to get this game from these two. And yeah, Mixed League Mania, send in your games that were for your practice partners. As long as they were awesome or something was used to a ridiculous effect, I will take them and I will cast them because that's what I do. We have Markrocks going for the pylon, and it's a 9 Overlord out of WhySoPro. It looks like he's going to be going for either a 14 gas or maybe a 15 expand. I'd probably go with a 15 expand at this point because he didn't drop his extractor yet. Yep, he's moving his drone down the ramp to go for that 15 expand. And Markrocks is just going for the standard builds. He's chrono boosting out a lot of probes. So it doesn't look like he's going to be going for any type of crazy 4-gate play, just from the lack of chrono boost that he would have for that upgrade. We have WhySoPro going for the average lead time. Oh, pylon blocked. Markrocks, you silly cat. Man, that's frustrating. Gotta hate getting pylon blocked, especially when you then just have a delayed pool. It's just awful. So both of these players aren't going for anything out of the ordinary. Specifically, I'm actually surprised that Markrocks dropped to that pylon before his pylon down here started going down, because he's nowhere near the food cap, nor is he even really producing any zealots. But to each his own. Looks like WhySoPro is fairly. He's building up. Oh no, it's just a set of Zerglings, I think. Yeah, just one set of Zerglings to take down that pylon, which is... Oh, no, 2 sets of Zerglings. I didn't see the third egg. So, it looks like he's going to transfer into a pseudo 14-14, with the spawning pool going first, of course, to try to take out that pylon as fast as possible. And he is going to be going for the expand as soon as that pylon is down. I'm sure he's going to clean up this pesky probe with his queen. Okay, he's just going... Oh, there we go. Okay. Anyway, we have Markrocks not going for anything amazing. I'm actually surprised that he's not expanding yet, considering that he saw the Zerg going for an expansion, so the Zerg isn't going to transfer into some crazy all-in off of getting pylon blocked. However, he does have 4 Zerglings coming up, which these Zealots aren't quite placed properly, but they are in the right spot and they are on hold position. I would like to see them shifted back about 1 hex. And what is this probe doing? Is this probe going to be going for... It looks like a secret nexus, although he could also be dropping a Stargate down here. I really don't know. But yeah, it's definitely going to be a secret nexus. So we do have Markrocks taking a secret expansion. Which is a ballsy move, I have to say. Especially the secret expansion to here. For the most part, if I see somebody go for a secret expansion on this map, it's right here, because in Overlord path that's usually looking for drops, you'll usually have an Overlord somewhere on this left side. It's a spot for drops, but then again, I mean, it's only against Protoss, and I'm sure he's not expecting any type of warp gate play, so he just has it sitting up here ready to get him information when he needs it. We do have the Zerglings that are going to go for the poking action. Zergling gets away clean, but they know that they can't get in here. Okay, so Warp Gate is done. I'm actually surprised that he hasn't transitioned that to a Warp Gate. There you go. I think he could have transitioned that to a Warp Gate about 10 seconds earlier, but it's okay. It's the same thing. It looks like WhySoPro is being pretty good about hitting all of his larval injects so far. I don't think he's actually really missed one in either one of these queens. And other than that, I mean, this is coming out to be a fairly standard game. There's the layer going down at 6 minutes and 45 seconds for WhySoPro. He also got a reasonable scout out with that, yeah, he got a pretty good scout with that Overlord. He has no idea about this Nexus, though, and that's probably going to be the bane of his existence, is just the fact that this Nexus is here, and Not sure about this giant Ling force. I mean, he doesn't actually have any sentries, so he could, in theory, break this with this many Lings, but it's an unnecessary thing. Okay, he just sacrifices that one for the information. And yeah, I would have liked WhySoPro to try to go for a fast third. I mean, even if he thought there was going to be some crazy all-in here, he could have just built this many Lings and then transitioned into a third, but by breaking down these rocks and trying and expanding his territory down to here. He doesn't have creep spread right now, which is something that is very, very important to the Zerg gameplay, especially if you think that they're going to be going for something super aggressive, because you need that bonus speed boost, and you need to be able to know where their army is at any point in time. Ooh, we have a Dark Shrine coming down from Markrocks. I don't know if WhySoPro is going to expect this, because I think he got a fairly reasonable scout off in the main base. I think he's going to think that's going to be fine. Ooh, and it looks like it's going to be a Dark Templar drop with the Warp Prism. That's a dangerous maneuver. That is going to be able to completely take out WhySoPro if he doesn't get enough detection up in time. He already has the evolution chamber, so it's a very good chance that he will be able to build up spore crawlers while the DT drop is on its way, or once it arrives. But I mean, if Markrocks splits his DTs well enough, he'll be able to snipe all of those spore crawlers before they're even close to getting up. And it looks like he's coming in, and actually he has stalkers in there right now. So I think that his main plan is going to be to use those stalkers for diversion as his Dark Templar get in there and destroy hopefully the Evo chamber and the lair, so that, he can't actually get any detection up. And it looks like he's saving up. Oh, he just spent all of his gas on Mutalisks. That is not good with these DTs coming in. If he spends this next 100 gas on Mutalisks, he's not going to be able to get an Overseer in time. He still has that 100 gas. Keep it. Keep it. You're going to need it for Overseers. Alright, it looks like if WhySoPro reacts fast enough, he'll be able to get an Overseer up. He should know about this. The attack on the natural did commence. He has 100. Go for the Overseer. You know they're there. And it looks like he's sniping the lair now. This is a very tense situation. If WhySoPro realizes this and builds an Overseer, he is set. Well, he's not really set, but he will at least be able to save this base. And I don't think he got it in time. He did not. So it looks like he doesn't have any detection on him. And his Spire is down. He's not building spore crawlers at his natural yet. This is a very, very bad situation for WhySoPro, and it does look like he actually breaks off a couple of guys to make a spy on the spore crawler. I would have liked to see him break off like 4 things just to making spore crawlers, with the spore crawlers in a formation where one of them is protected by the others. I mean, that way it would cause less damage. But it does look like instead WhySoPro has just decided to break in the front door. Because if you're getting harassed by DTs, and this isn't really harassment anymore, this is a kill shot. But if you're getting ambushed by DTs, it is definitely a good choice to just go attack the main. Because especially if you have these Mutalisks, you're not going to be in that much danger from them, but what he doesn't know is that Markrocks does have this second base up, and this is where his most important tech structure is. Because, I mean, the Dark Shrine is the most important tech structure for him right now. As long as he can keep that up and keep it defended with photon cannons, he'll be able to, and he's just going for the mass cannons. This is a good decision. I mean, this game is getting pretty ridiculous. It's a pseudo-base trade, kind of. Just because WhySoPro can't really do anything against it. He is getting Evo Chamber, but I just don't know how much he's going to be able to do with it. I mean, these rocks are already half dead. If these rocks were at full life, I think he would have enough time to get this Evo Chamber up and a Spore Crawler, just because it would take the DTs so much time to walk around, but right now they can just slice through that in, what, 2 volleys of shots? Maybe a bit more than 2 volleys of shots, but they're still going to be able to tear that down quite rapidly. And yeah, there it goes down, and Spore Crawler is gonna get up, I think. DTs are going in for it. DTs are going in for it. Oh, it's there. The DTs are there. Oh no, the DTs are gonna get the Spore Crawler. Okay, the DT's got the Spore Crawler. All of his detection is gone. All he has left is this Spine Crawler to clean about 10 drones and some Zerglings. And it looks like he is going for the mass Spore Crawler play just to try to keep his hopes alive. But really, Markrocks is just so far ahead right now because he has that Warp Gate technology. This base is amazingly defended. These Mutalisks aren't going to be able to break through the 7 cannons? Yeah, 7 cannons that are placed here. It's just not going to happen. Plus, it does look like these DTs are going to finally get cleaned up, but it's way too much. These Mutalisks aren't going to be able to break through this. There's just no hope. Maybe if he flew in and sniped off the Dark Shrine, he might be able to manage it, but that's very iffy, especially just considering the fact of how many units are here. Because if he snipes off the Dark Shrine, then all Markrocks is going to have is a 4-gate production of Stalkers. And then again, WhySoPro has 2 drones mining right now. He'll be able to get a 3rd after these 2 return minerals. So that's not the situation you want to be in. And it looks like the Dark Templar is just checking for more drones and making sure to clean anything up. But yeah, this definitely looks like a bad situation for WhySoPro. You're never going to be able to beat a 26... Oh, wow. 25 Probe Protoss with 3 drones. I just don't think that's going to happen, especially since so many drones got put into those Spore Crawlers. I don't think he really needed the 10 Spore Crawlers that he put down. I think he only needed like 6, but that was a reasonable response considering the fact that he was facing 6 Dark Templars. If Markrocks had really wanted to target down those Spore Crawlers, he could have gotten them. And yeah, he's going up to 6-gate production right now. I think he's just going to warp in like 3 more Dark Templar and then just build them into the Archons and then just keep building Stalkers. Actually, maybe only 2 more Dark Templar. Yeah, there's the Archon going down. So I think I'm going to see 2 more Dark Templars for another Archon and then just straight Stalkers from there and then just attack to win. Yeah. WhySoPro does have very good air protection. So if those Warp Prisms come in again, they're not going to be able to do that much damage, but this is too strong of a push, especially with the probe coming in for the pylon. And there, WhySoPro throws down the GG with WP, and he leaves the game. So guys, this was the first game that I've actually casted in between clanmates of mine. And again, if anybody has any sort of practice matches like these, I will take them. They're going to be pretty obvious if they're staged. I don't think this was staged. It looked like a pretty reasonable matchup as far as skill-wise goes. WhySoPro got completely taken off guard by those Dark Templars, and by this secret base, actually. That was... Markrocks pulled that off really well. He made it look like he was going to go for an all-in at the very start, and then he just transferred it right into a hidden expansion into a DT rush. Which again is an extremely cheesy play, but it's a cheesy play that works. So anyway, guys, follow me on YouTube at youtube.com/user/boisteroussc2, and what was I gonna say? And email me any games that you have that you want me to cast to boisteroussc2@gmail.com. So anyway, guys, this is Boisterous signing out.